way to Rock Springs as our first stop, and they had to build a tunnel to get us through this big rock. I guess they couldn't go around, so cool. We're gonna go through a tunnel, Jax. Are you ready? Something might wake you up inside the tunnel. I don't know what that might be, but something might. You awake now? Okay. Before we get too much farther in my last video, I should probably explain this. This is a movie quote from one of my favorite movies, The Interview. My buddy Sean showed me this movie, and James Franco says this. They hate us because they ain't us, but...
They hate us because they ain't
Stop
us.
saying that.
Hate us because they ain't us.
They don't hate us because they ain't us. They don't.
Haters gonna hate. And ain'ters gonna ain't.
Anyway, it's a famous movie quote. I think it's hilarious, and it fits me and Jax on the road, so that's why that sticker is there. Don't be offended by the word anus, guys. It's not even a bad word. I'm here at the Rock Springs Coal City here in Wyoming, in southern Wyoming. And this area is mostly well known for coal mining here. They got a neat old Union Pacific caboose here in the city. Can we go up here? Maybe, let me see. Oh, one thing this city is kind of not so nicely well known for is something called the Rock Springs Massacre of 1885. And it was a bloody anti-immigration dispute battle between miners, and I think history would say that that's what, unfortunately, they're most well known for here in this city. But let's just go with mining for now. We flat out just got lucky with these beautiful clouds today. I think it's really pretty with just fluffy clouds compared to just blue skies. I like this better. Here's a neat bronze depiction here of cleaning the hallway. Dedicated to those who lost their lives in the mines of Sweetwater County. These are all people who died in the mines? There are a lot of names on this. That is scary. What a dangerous job. And Charlie Smith, the first electric mine locomotive, manufactured and run in 1892. When I was pulling in, there was actually a train going through here. So this old train yard is still working today, and they have a really old train station here. Neat little town. I don't know where to boondock in this town, so I am going to drive about 30 miles more and go explore Lincoln Highway some more. Oh boy, I had to turn around because I almost missed an opportunity for some good luck, wealth, and prosperity on the road. So, Rock Springs has a giant Buddha. We must rub his belly. Belly! All right, good luck, please. Transfer some of that over to Yoda the Tioga as well, please. So I know I have a lot of new followers that have been tuning in for the Lincoln Highway specifically. And a popular question that's been asked a lot is, why only 30-35 miles a day, Eric? You've been doing this for years. How come you don't drive farther? Well, with the exception of today, I am actually going to drive over 100 miles today. But usually, it actually all started when I got my first Tilly 1.0, as I call it, the old Ford Tioga, that had all sorts of problems. It would overheat when it was warm. It would sometimes not go into reverse or drive until you gave it a little bit of time. I had an RV that had a lot of problems, and I was always worried that it was going to break down. So, like, I put it into perspective. Well, if I drive the equivalent from my hometown, Olympia, Washington, to Tacoma, I mean, I can do that nonstop in this RV. So why can't I just travel the country with that same mentality? Wake up in the morning, all we're doing is driving from Olympia to Tacoma, Washington every day, and the RV will be just fine. And that mentality is really what got me to get more out away from the Northwest on the road. And today, here we still are. I still love it, because usually, except for when you're in the middle of nowhere, Wyoming, there is plenty to see in just 30 miles. And it's really relaxed. So that's where the 30 miles a day comes from, and that's why I continue to basically stick to that a little bit, just so you know. So we're rolling through the little town of Wamsutter, Wyoming right now. on Lincoln Highway. Not much out here. A lot of abandoned, out of business places. Here's an RV park off to the left. It just looks battered. And it's really, really windy right now. Look at these nasty clouds moving in. It looks like a storm is on the way. Actually, this part of Lincoln Highway is in my resource book. Here's the Desert Bar, Wamsutter, Wyoming. And this is kind of sad because this place, the Broadway Cafe, at the time of publishing that book, this was still open. Now it's for sale. $60,000 for a cafe business. This is pretty much a landmark here on Lincoln Highway. Let's peek in, see if we can see anything. Yeah, it's still a restaurant. I'm sorry you can't see anything in there, but there's chairs and tables and stuff. So if it were me, I'd partner with somebody. We'd buy this, open up the restaurant, and build a little, I don't know, 12-stall RV park on the property for travelers. Why not, right? Maybe even some primitive sites where it's just like $10 a night, no hookups, no water, no dump. Too bad it closed down, but you know what? Give it some time, this place may come back to life. Somebody may bring it back to life. Well, I've made it to Rawlins, but I'm late. There was something I wanted to do here, and it closed 15 minutes ago. It's already after 4. So I'm here in Rawlins, though. How about this Cadillac? I think it may be the first dual front looking Cadillac I have ever seen. I kind of like it. That way you're never going to get stuck anywhere. Like, no matter where you park, you'll always be able to drive out of that spot. I don't know if it requires 2 people to drive, though. Because, I mean, it literally has 2 steering wheels, gas pedal, and everything on both sides. So, yeah. Might be a 2-person operating car. I'm not sure. But that's cool. So because I really wanted to see that attraction that's here in town, I'm going to do it tomorrow morning instead when they're open. Actually going to just not find any campgrounds or approved places, but I've got my go-to spot. Not a Walmart, something different. Let you know when we get there. We actually have to get back on the freeway and go about 2 miles back the other way, west. But we're going to stop by this Flying J off the highway. What a lot of people might not know is that with your Good Sam's membership, you actually get to overnight at Flying J truck stops. Even if it says no overnight parking or limit your stay, it's part of the actual membership that you get to overnight park your RV, just like the truckers get to. I've only had one problem on the road. That was being woken up at 2 a.m. by a security officer who insisted that it was his job, per management, to kick out all of the RVs every night at 2 a.m. That's his job. That's what he's supposed to do no matter what. And I showed him the paperwork and tried to reason with the guy. I'm like, look, dude, I have a right to be here just like the trucks do. You can go ahead and call your manager, or you can call the police, but I'm not moving. He finally let me stay. Then I talked to the manager the next day, and the manager said, yeah, what you should do next time is always check in. So, semi-trucks don't have to, but we, as RVs, are supposed to check in the night before with the manager, introduce ourselves, show them our Good Sam's card, give them a little description of the RV, and tell them what time you'll be out in the morning. That way they can send a note to their security staff to not wake you up. Okay, because that's the big thing. You know, you pay into the membership, then you get woken up in the middle of the night. It's kind of like, well, that was no fun. I don't want to do that again. So yeah, checking in just ensures that you'll be able to sleep through the night without a problem. Actually, $2.55 a gallon is bad. That's not bad at all. With a 5-cent discount, it'll be $2.50 a gallon. That's gonna be the cheapest I've paid on Lincoln Highway. Thanks, Wyoming. Okay, well, I am parked. They asked me to move. No problem. They wanted me in these specific RV slots. Ignore the yellow curb. These are where they park the RVs, in these long stalls. This guy that's blocking like 6 RV slots, I don't know why they would do that, but that's where they want me for the night. And they said, cool, okay to park there. I'm not gonna get woken up. They have a Denny's inside, so I'm either gonna do like a really late breakfast for dinner, or I'll do breakfast in the morning. You know, that's just a good feeling, knowing that you're not gonna get the dreaded knock on the door, right? Hey there, big guy. I don't know. We're done now, so you can climb up and go to your other bed now. You don't have to use the passenger bed anymore, okay? You don't have to. Okay, got some belly? I can? Thanks. Thanks, buddy. I will just point out, I'm kind of over doing the whole rest stop, noisy, boondocking type stuff. I'm ready for a campground. It's just there hasn't been anything, like even 60 miles off the Lincoln Highway. So we shall see. Hopefully in my next video I will venture far enough to get something way different than this, because the truck stops, rest areas, and this kind of stuff is just starting to, I don't know, it's just starting to get old, and I need to reset and change the scenery. Also, I've been wearing earplugs for like a week straight now, so. Okay guys, have a great night. Jackson, I'll see you back on the road, Lincoln Highway, in a couple days. Bye-bye.